An over-asked question, but who are your musical influences?
First, I can kill this quick.
All right.
You're
I was like waiting.
What was the question?
What's your musical influence? Like,
Oh gosh, that's difficult. I
I'm
mean,
so confused.
musical influence. Gosh, it started for me. Like I like to go crazy on stage sometimes. I can't do as much of the crazy shit as I wanted to, but I really like guys like Sid Vicious, who I have an obsession with people who die of overdoses, honestly. I have an obsession with like dead musicians like Kurt Cobain and Sid Vicious, you know, and Nancy and stuff like that. And I have an obsession with just people who, like, I have this idea in my head, like, of New York and like a grungy like punk club and just a bunch of like hardcore people and like beating each other up and, you know, people jumping in the crowds and just sweat and like all kinds of nasty stuff, and people just like giving everything out like on stage, you know, and like beating themselves up every night to play music and getting everything out, you know, because when you work like a 9-to-5 job and you're part of like the system, you know, like the world where you know you walk the sidewalks and you see the broken-hearted people and stuff like that, and you can get rid of that feeling if you play music, I think, you know, and the frustration of life comes out if you just let it out that way, you know, it's something you can't really explain, you know, influences, I mean, Daisy from like, or not Daisy, but the lead singer from Foxy Shazam, that guy, total influence.
Eric Neely.
Yeah, Daisy's like the piano player, right? Yeah, that guy's crazy too, he's an influence.
It's alright. I didn't remember his name. As far as me, when I'm writing, if we're talking about stage presence, Gerard Way is a big influence on me because of the way he's able to emote through just facial expressions alone. He doesn't jump around and jump off shit, but I do like that as well, which is why I also appreciate, well, he doesn't jump off shit much, but Adam Lazzara, if you look at the mic swings, I'm going to try and get good at that someday, but that stage presence. As far as music, oh, I wanted there to be Crash. As far as writing goes, really big inspiration to me, my pretty much idol is Patrick Stump. He is the most amazing, incredible writer out there. People, I hate it when people say like the Fall Out Boy sold out, so they just stopped listening to him. But what all that happened, I know, is just Patrick got more and more creative and more and more realized they could evolve more. Patrick Stump is one of my many influences. Alex from All Time Low writes incredible, catchy lyrics and melodies. That goes without saying. There's too many artists out there that are way underrated, and it's unfortunate. So.
You guys be in town on Saturday?
Yeah, because All Time Low's
They're having a free show in Springfield, and if you're by Danny's house, Springdale, it'd be close. That's kind of even better, but kind of still.
Canada, All Time Low. No offense, All Time Low.
Yeah, no, we're
an opportunity.
We're going to Canada like in about 2 days. It's really nice. Canada's awesome.
Congratulations.
My musical stuff, I'm really a really big fan of Paramore. I think Josh Farrow is one of the best musical writers ever, and Haley Williams can just... Honestly, Paramore is one of them, definitely. Sum 41 was a big inspiration to me growing up. You know, things like that. You got to walk by if you want.
We're heading out?
Yeah.
I want a picture of you, sorry.
That's Sum 41 is definitely one of them, and there's so many bands I could say, but Paramore and Sum 41 really are the bands that drive me to do what I do.
I'll give you 3. Stage performance, story of the year.
Yeah.
When it comes to writing, definitely Kenneth Fasoli. He's my absolute writing idol when it comes to the whole pop punk genre. Now that we're incorporating classical music, I will throw my classical kind of influence. Is definitely these guys. They hate me because I always play his music in the van. Craig Armstrong.
I don't know. I dig it.
I love
Craig.
Craig. I'll dig it.
Okay, well they don't. He's a film composer. He did Romeo and Juliet with Leonardo DiCaprio. He did Moulin Rouge. And, just mixing all that together, I think just a great product. And those are my peeps.
They hate me because I play Michael Bublé too much.
That's true.
For me, Garrett Tierney, is a big idol. He played bass in Brand New. The bassist of The Used, especially his older work. Big fan. I think his name is Jeremy, something like that, from And Beyond the Coast. They're all phenomenal bassists who really inspire me. As far as like stage presence, big fan of Fall Out Boy. band we toured with, Ackleton, they had a bassist named Wood, who just like freaking showed me up everywhere, and I don't know, he pushed me to try and exert more energy and stuff like that.
Wood Simmons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wood Simmons.
Yeah, I love
Now
that guy.
Rocky Loves
I love
He
that
is
guy.
a good performer.
He's in Rocky Loves Emily now, which is a great band. Definitely check him out. Yeah, I don't know. Just these guys, stage presence wise, like this. We all feed off each other. And stuff like that.
It's funny because
internet videos of people doing stuff on our watch.
It's a constant battle with us night to night, because all the four of us are up in the front, it's just basically showing who can do something cooler, who can do the the better stage trick, or who's emoting more. So it's cool. We have that like friendly competition with all each other on stage. So that's how we throw down every night.
Were your parents big influences towards your music career?
Yes.
Mine is kind of weird because, like I said, my dad was an athlete musician, but he was also a college professor. So I'm gonna punch Zach in the face right now. I'm probably gonna give him a dead leg.
You guys are so violent.
Threat we've had tonight.
No, but
Third threat towards him. I think everyone hates this man.
he's the only pick on in the band. But
He's like the most kind-hearted one.
I know, right? I'm so, have you gotten to know him?
Do you remember the part at the beginning of the interview where Zach said he acted for a while?
I am such a good guy.
See, was that convincing?
See?
Yeah, you guys all make me look like a fucking
come
bad
on,
guy.
he's not an asshole.
That's cool. No, that's cool.
yeah.
Take it easy.
Yeah? Well, fine.
My parents, because it was my dad's mom who I would sit in the kitchen and play pots and pans on, and my dad obviously would hear about that I had I guess talent. I mean, can a 2-year-old have talent? I remember there was a really good musician who had played in a famous band who was in our house one time, and I was upstairs playing drums, and the guy was downstairs in my parents' good room, and they were sitting on the sofa and they were talking and just about life, and I was upstairs playing drums, and the guy looks to my dad and says, your son's really good. And I was probably like maybe 9 at the time, and the guy goes, also you could probably make a lot of money off him. And I hear that now and I'm just like, oh god, like money and stuff like that. But my parents always pushed me to play, and they always gave me they bought me sticks and they bought me sets and seats. And I remember my first birthday present I can remember from my grandma, the one I would sit in the kitchen and play with, was she bought me a drum throne, a pearl drum throne. I'll never forget when I got that, and I was using a regular chair, like a fold-out chair to play drums, and she bought me that, and that just kind of I still have it to this day. So it was my whole family always pushed me.
Yeah, I'm here.
I think it was for all of us, it was a common situation, because every parent's dream is their kid to go to college, get a degree, and go out there. But and I'm sure, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody's parents were kind of skeptical when the band first started, because every kid said, "Hey, I'm going to be a band." And now that they've came to shows and started seeing the success, it became more and more supportive of it.
Definitely. Yeah, agree. It's completely there. It's like, if you're raising a kid and you want them to go to college and get a degree, and you want them to be this thing that they're gonna be happy in the company with, of course they're looking out for them, and then you see that they want to drop all of that and just go for a dream that is somewhat, some people say, unattainable completely. They're naturally gonna be nervous, but just what's cool to see that all of our parents have faith in us to become something more than that is really cool. My parents, to answer your question, have really influenced me along the way. They used to be in bands together, touring themselves, and they actually had this charter bus that they hollowed out and made their tour vehicle. And every now and then they let me come along to their long trips, and I got a kind of a taste of the tour life early. So it's really neat, and to see how similar but different it is now is really cool. So yeah, they definitely influenced me.
Yeah, my parents influenced me. I don't really have a long backstory. So.
I have a small thing to say. It's actually kind of weird for me because on my mom's side, very musical family. My grandmother was a touring musician. My mom toured Europe. Did a few world tours. All that stuff was on TV. But my mom pushed me to start music, but now she just wants me to kind of go to college. But my dad is actually, he was a complete businessman, works 9 to 5, owns his own realty company. He pushes me more, so it's kind of weird how that ended up being. I don't really know, but